Hello, hello. If you are where I'm at in the West Coast of America, it is 5:48. So it is no longer the morning. It is no longer the afternoon, and I'm drinking coffee pretty late in the day. Okay, I've had a busy day thus far, but we're still going to get our coffee in. If you haven't noticed, I'm wearing a shirt that says "teep," and it means to kick off. Okay, to shove away with the foot. uh, um, This is a shirt that I got a few years ago at this Muay Thai kickboxing tournament that I competed in Des Moines, Iowa, or Des Moines, Iowa, whatever it's called. But it's a lot better fitted now, so thankfully. Um, so if you've been following my other videos for the past 3 weeks, I've been doing a workout challenge, the Iron Wolf April challenge. And it's been very high volume, very high rep calisthenics, brutal workouts, but very well rounded type of workouts, military style stuff. I can definitely see my abs a lot better. I'm like more cut, more defined, but I'm eating like a horse because I don't want to lose any muscle or lose too much weight, but I feel better, look better, all that good stuff. And so that is what leads us into what I want to talk about today. Okay. And the title of this video, of this break, okay, or the coffee break, is The Lone Wolf. Okay. And as I was saying, I got this topic from this live Q&A video that the Iron Wolf did yesterday night, Friday night. And he was talking about how he doesn't have a social life. If you know about Iron Wolf, he's a very, extremely disciplined, extremely hardcore Marine gunnery sergeant, and he's one of the guys that inspired me to create my channel and to do the type of working out that I do, which is the high volume calisthenics, the burpees as the foundation. But as I was saying, he said something very interesting last night, that he doesn't have a social life, and that some people have told him that, like, oh, you work out too much. Is that all you do? Do you not have any other hobbies and all this stuff? And then when he said those two things, I just, it really resonated with me, because I can relate to that, because my whole life I have always been the loner. I've been kind of the weird kid, some people have called me, but I've been very disciplined. I've been very dedicated to my craft, and I wouldn't really have any time to just go hang out, and I remember when I was in the eighth grade, or like seventh and eighth grade, but mainly the eighth grade, I would get up at 4:30 in the morning to go run. Like when I was 13 years old. Yeah, I'd get up at 4:30 to go run because I was a cross country runner, track runner. And like at the time, I just didn't really, like, I got it. It was discipline and all that stuff. But I was like, hey, I don't have any other time to run because I have homework when I get back from school, and I just want to get it done. And so I did. But throughout the years, right, it's been hard to accept this, right? To accept the fact that that's just the way that I am. I've never been the one to have a lot of friends. I've never been the one to want to just go out all the time and party, and I haven't had too many girlfriends either. Like I've had relationships. I'm in one right now. But it's not like I've had a whole string of girlfriends, relationships, all this stuff. I've just mainly done my own thing, like, for most of my life. Now there was a period in time, and uh, going back to what I was saying about not really wanting to accept this, especially my early 20s, and then, like, even last year, kind of before COVID, I would try to mask this. I wanted acceptance, from people, so I would, like, um, I wouldn't go out too much, but I'd go out a little more than I wanted to. Like I'd go to clubs, or like when I was in college, I would go to parties, for the freshman sophomore year when I was playing rugby, and, like, But I knew in my heart that it's like, this isn't really what I want to do. And like, even when I had that stage, I mean, I still was training a lot. I still would mainly do my own things. So even when I was trying to kind of be, like the opposite of a lone wolf, I still ended up being a lone wolf. You know what I mean? Because I was still very dedicated to what I was doing. I was still very dedicated to my crafts. Even last year when I was competing in Muay Thai. I mean, I'd be training 5 to 6 days a week. I'd never go to bars. I would go out maybe one day on the weekend, but that's it. I wouldn't even get a drink when I was out. But I was still chasing, some things, right? I was still like, pleasure chasing and all that stuff, and excuse me. But I've come to the realization now, especially after this year with COVID, and everything that's been going on, and like the high volume calisthenics, Iron Wolf, all that stuff. I've realized that I don't need to, or I don't really feel like I'm missing out, on anything. But by not going out every weekend, by not having a lot of friends, or by like not feeling the need to go out and get drunk or get high. Or actually recently I made an oath that I would never smoke again. Now, just to be clear, smoking has never been an issue for me, but I do it socially. But after watching a video by Wes Watson, shout out to Wes Watson, titled "The Last Time I Got High," he just quit one day, and I just decided, hey, I have such negative associations with smoking, even hookah, or weed or whatever, that I don't need it in my life. I don't need it. And same goes with drinking. I mean, I never drink. I never really, like, I don't want to go out and drink. The only thing I really drink, that isn't water, is coffee. Coffee and maybe Gatorade, or like protein shakes or whatever. Um, but I've just realized that it's like, hey, there's nothing wrong with just being so dedicated to your craft, or like whatever. It doesn't even have to be that you're making money from it, but that you're very disciplined about it, and you love what you do, and you're just, like, people respect that, man. And it shows them that it's like, hey, you can stand on your own 2 feet. You can be that lone wolf. You can be who you are, and that's fine. And if anyone tries to tell you, oh, you're wasting time. You need to just relax, and you just chill. Here, let's share this blunt, or let's go out and drink. It's like, just say, you know what, man, that's not for me. That might be for you, but it's not for me. But you don't even need to say it in a way that's condescending or judgmental. You just say, hey, man, I got priorities. You got priorities. Or the same with a relationship. If you feel that you guys are going in different directions or whatever, you just stay true to who you are. You know. Um, Excuse me. But so I'm not saying that I never go out, or that I never want to have fun, that I'm a monk. I mean, because I love going to coffee shops. There's this coffee shop here in Sacramento called Temple Coffee that I go to all the time. But the reason why I go there is due to the fact that before COVID, I would have so many intellectual discussions, really great, deep discussions with people, people that were my age or older, and it's like people were studying there, and it's like I found fulfillment with that. Or I went to this kava bar up at my mom's place. She lives up in kind of a rural area. But when I was there weren't too many people, but we had this really deep conversation, this very deep intellectual conversation. And I just had one drink of kava. Kava is a non-alcoholic beverage, so no one's getting drunk, no one's acting stupid. And it was great. It was fun. I mean that's what I like. I like, and of course working out too, either by myself or with other people. It's what I like doing. And you know, uh, um, also let it be known, I like going to raves. I like going to heavy metal concerts. I just want to throw that out there. I love the mosh pit. I love the energy. I love all that stuff. But at the same time, I don't feel the need to do it all the time. You know, like, it's not something that it's like I look forward to, or that is the only thing that makes me happy in life. It's definitely a bonus. It's an addition, you know. Um, so pretty much what I'm trying to say, you guys, is I've come to the point in my life, and I've realized, man, I'm like 25, going to be 26 in a couple months. I'm on June, um, in June, excuse me, and I just have realized that, you know, I I've always been a lone wolf. My dad's always been a lone wolf. Like he likes to go out too. He likes to have fun, but I mean, for the most part, he's here working. I mean, he's always working. He's always busy. He doesn't really like go out and hang out with his friends a lot. He just, I'm a lot like him. My mom is like that too. She's always been more of a lone wolf, you know. But they both have a lot of things going on. It's not like they're lazy. I mean, they both are very successful. My stepdad too is the same way, and you know, um, but I've figured that I'm that way too, man. I just like doing my own thing a lot of the times, and I like having more of a smaller group of friends that I know, would have my back, and like I can count on them, they can count on me, and we don't talk about stupid shit all the time. We can actually have a deep conversation, and we do things that are productive, and we're not gonna go out and do a bunch of stupid shit, you know. Um, so it's just this coffee break was kind of more of a self-acceptance kind of thing, because I was trying to do a video before my workout as I was driving, but it just didn't really come out right. But I feel like now, like speaking to you guys about this and talking about it, it's like it feels better. It feels like a weight has been lifted off of me, So I encourage you guys, if you guys kind of fall more in that category, if you're more of a lone wolf, and you don't have to be completely introverted. You can be like more extroverted, but you like doing things that are more fulfilling and like have purpose. I encourage you to just embrace that. Embrace who you are, and if anyone tries to tell you that you just need to relax, just need to chill, you need to go out more, you need to do all this stuff that I do, just like one of the other videos that I did, just consider the source, you know, because these people that are telling you all these things, critiquing you, I mean, I guarantee they wish they had your kind of discipline. They wish that they had friends that, wouldn't, you know, want to do stupid shit or do shit behind their backs or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just don't let the wrong people influence you. And believe me, I've been there, you guys. I've been there. In my early 20s, I let the wrong people influence me, and I almost lost myself. Now this had nothing to do with drugs or alcohol or anything real bad happening. It was more of a short period of time. A few things that happened. But it just I almost lost myself in those situations. I almost lost who I was. I gave up too much of my dignity or my morals. You know, and even somewhat recently, you know, um, even during this period of growth this past year, there was something that I had to let go of, you know, or this like this kind of thing that I was seeking. It's kind of hard to explain, but I won't go into too much detail about it. But it's just the main point being that I'm glad I've just accepted that I'm a lone wolf, and that's just what I am. And I don't need to have a exciting social life. If people want to think I'm boring, then that's what they think. If people want to think I'm boring, it's like, hey, like show me your life, right? And then take a look at yourself and be like, hey, is what I'm doing, the kind of lifestyle I'm living, is this working for me? And why do I even care about what he or she is doing? You know, because that's one thing I've noticed is that it's just some of your biggest critics, you know, um, they're just jealous of you. Not all of them, but just the ones that you know um, talk a lot of shit to you or talk shit behind your back. It's like they're actually jealous of what you're doing and what you have, and like they want that, but they don't know how to get it. But the only way they know or like to cope with this insecurity or pain is just to call down other people. who don't have the kind of qualities or the kind of values or discipline or what have you that they want. They don't have that, you know. Um, but yeah, you guys. So I this is a really important video for me, but of course it's not all about me. I want you guys to benefit from it too. So again, I say, if you're a lone wolf, if you like doing things your own way, or if you're the kind of guy or gal that doesn't need all these external pleasures or external forms of false fulfillment, you just keep doing you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You just keep doing you. You keep doing what makes sense for you, and that's all that matters. So this is kind of a bit of a longer video, but I really feel like I needed to get this off my chest, and I needed to talk to you guys about it, kind of open up a little bit. So I'll see you guys next Saturday for the coffee break. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.